What's up, YouTubers? How you guys doing? Is there a war? No? Is there words of wars between Kenya and Tanzania? Is there a war of words? Okay. Kenyan people, they say, oh, the Tanzanians are bringing coronavirus in Kenya. Yeah? Oh, we have been captured 25 lorry drivers. We have been tested them, and we have found that these Tanzanians lorry drivers indeed have coronavirus. We see the Migori people, the Kenyan people actually, they are complaining, shouting, close the border. No, these Tanzanian people are bringing coronavirus in Kenya, as if there's no coronavirus in Kenya itself. We do have coronavirus in Kenya. Okay? So is there a war of words between Kenya and Tanzania? Okay? Is there any entity that it is behind Kenyan government to throw propaganda against Tanzanians people, or to throw propaganda against the president of Tanzania, John Pombe Magufuli? And this is dangerous. I'm telling you, Kenyan people, we Kenyans and Tanzanians, we are brothers. Okay? There's nothing like we have borders. Okay? I understand that you are masters, no? Your colonial masters, put the borders between you. Now it becomes problem. You are blaming Tanzanian people that actually they are the one now bringing coronavirus in Kenya, as if there's no coronavirus in Kenya itself. I talked this long time ago, when the coronavirus actually started in Kenya and now spread in other East African countries. Okay? But is war of words, it is real lightened against Tanzanian government. Even the big power, such as America, is now criticizing Tanzanian government. You see the ambassador of America in Dar es Salaam asking Tanzanian people to stay home, or to stay in their homes, as if this American ambassador in Dar es Salaam is the leader of Tanzania. This is the behavior of the American ambassadors all over the world. They think wherever they are, they're actually controlling that country. You're telling sovereign country, its people, to stay home, as if you're the leader of that country. Look in your own country. People are demonstrating. People are going out demanding businesses to be opened. And some of them, they're not even observing the social distancing in America. Most of them are white people going out, spread loud voice, open the business. Some of them actually are storming the State House in Michigan, in Law House, in Lawmaker House in Michigan. The white people, they are not even observing the social distancing. Why? Because they say they have more freedom than anyone else in America. These white people. You see, these white people are grouping everywhere in America, demonstrating. And the authority is standing right there watching them. Why? Because they're white people. They're their own people are demonstrating like this. But if I'm going back to Tanzania, and this American ambassador in Dar es Salaam asking the Tanzanian people to stay home, as if the American ambassador is the leader of the Tanzanian people. But guess what? Tanzanian President John Pombe Magufuli said, I'm not going to close anything. I'm not going to close mosques. I'm not going to close churches. I'm not going to close businesses. I'm not going to close Dar es Salaam. Everybody should go into their business as usual. No? Kama ni kulima, nenda kalime. Kama ni kufanya biashara, nenda fanya biashara. Wakina mama mtilie katika vibanda. Endeleeni na kazi. No? Lima zaidi. Uvune chakula zaidi, mavuno. Sasa kuna mvua, nendeni mashambani mlime. I'm not going to close anything. No? And some East African countries now, some East African countries, now they're beginning to criticize the president of Tanzania and its people, and his people. They're now trying to criticizing the president of Tanzania, John Pombe Magufuli. Now we are seeing a bunch of Kenyan people now, spreading propagandas, saying that the Tanzania people actually are bringing coronavirus in Kenya, as if there's no coronavirus in Kenya itself. So this is dangerous. And guess what? Your masters, your white masters actually love this. They love to see African people are killing each other. They love to see African people are quarreling each other. They love to see African people are disunity. They love to see African people, they don't like each other. They love to see that. Is their advantage. Is their advantage when they see black people doing this. You see? This is the problem of the black society. This is the problem of black people. Okay? I say, black people should come together. Black people should unite. You need to deal with this problem first. And the problem comes from your own leaders. Okay? There's some corrupt leaders. The leaders who actually still having the colonial mentality. No? Your leaders that they cannot do anything unless the white men can come and serve them. They are waiting for white people to come and serve them. When they have given the millions of dollars, some African leaders, they're happy. They are staying where they are, brutalize their own people. Telling people to go to quarantine, but you don't taking care of your own people. You are using your own people during this coronavirus season as business, such as Kenya. Kenyan government is telling its people to go to quarantine. But who's going to pay for that? So they are telling to go to quarantine, but the government is not going to pay for that. You have no money. You have no money even to buy a face mask. You have no money to buy sanitizer. How you going to be able to go to rent an hotel or somewhere there to quarantine yourself? Where are you going to get the money from? Okay? So this white power, they love the African leaders who are actually corrupt. They love corrupt leaders because it is easier to deal with corrupt leaders in Africa than to deal to a leader such as John Pombe Magufuli of Tanzania. Okay? It's easy to use corrupt leaders in Africa than the leaders who are not corrupt. They're going to use you. And then if they are tired with you, they say, oh, they put allegation on you that now they can blame you on human rights, on corruption, on what. You know, if they are tired with you. Now if you are becoming a thinker, now if you're trying to become an independent leader in Africa, now they are bringing all kinds of allegations that, oh, you see, he's a corrupt leader. You see, he's a brutality leader. He's killing his own people. You see, he's human rights records. So they are bringing all this propaganda on you, and the broadcasting all this propaganda over and over again. Okay? So, people of Kenya, please be careful. We are all brothers and sisters. Our family live in Tanzania, and other Kenyan family live in. We lived in Kenyan's family and Tanzania family. We live each other borders. My people live in Tanzania. The same white people that you love, they're the one cut the borders. Our people live in Tanzania. And many Kenyan people live in Tanzania as well. So you be careful if you throw your words out there of propagandas, you know, saying that Tanzanians are the one actually bringing coronavirus in Kenya now, as if coronavirus started in Tanzania, as if there's no Tanzania, as if there's no corona all over the world, as if there's no corona in Kenya. So if anybody is behind this, no, if the Kenyan government is used by the Westerners, you know, to throw propagandas against Tanzanians people, and this is dangerous. No, these leaders, Eastern African leaders, they should come together and sit together, okay, and found and look for solution instead of throwing words of threatening each other. Oh, close the border. Oh, close that. You know, we have coronavirus in Kenya already. Okay. So be careful, you Kenyan people, in Migori, in wherever the border is. If you have a problem with Tanzanians not to come to Kenya, close your border. That's it. No? That is the solution. Close your border. How do you know that these people bring corona into Kenya? Like these 25 people who caught by the police officers, by the Kenyan police officers. The Kenyan officials, they said they have tested these 25 lorry drivers, and they have found that these people are contracted with the coronavirus. Instead of calling the Tanzanian official, the doctors, and Kenyan doctors to confirm if indeed these 25 people from Tanzania actually are contracted coronavirus, but you just listen the one-sided? No. There's neighbors, they don't do like that. The neighbors, the true neighbors, they don't do like that. Okay, you have captured our people, 25 people or whatever, or even one person. You said you have tested them and you found them with coronavirus. What should you do? You call your neighbor and say, hey neighbor, we have captured your people crossing to our border, whether it's legally or illegally. You call your neighbor and say, hey, we have tested your people. Now we have found your people have contracted coronavirus. So what should we do? That is a good neighbor. Now the Tanzanian officials say, okay, they will send their own doctors right there by the borders with their equipment to test them as well, to test these 25 lorry drivers as well. If indeed they found it that they do contracted coronavirus, this is neighboring. The Tanzanian government will take them to a safe place for quarantine. This is a good neighbor. But don't yelling and make bogus allegations that, oh, we have captured 25 people with coronavirus. But your neighbor have no idea if this is true or just a propaganda. So we Africans, we should think twice, because your enemy is not Tanzania, your enemy is not Rwanda, Burundi, or Uganda, or Somali, or Sudan. Your enemy is right there next to you. And probably your enemy, okay, is the one that you think that is your friend. Because we African people, we do not have the discernment. Our brain is freeze. If you have given tons of millions of dollars to combat coronavirus, oh, you're clamping. Oh, thank you, my master. You care about me. Thank you, my master. Thank you. But you thank you. But what about the citizens of that country? Are they going to see that money that you have been clamping, toward your master? No, you are a citizen. They are not going to see that assistance or that money at all. So we Africans, I don't know who's gonna come and twist our brain. I think different way. I know there's a president like the president of Ghana, Ado Akufo. I don't know his name is Ado or whatever his name is. I know we have Julius Malema. And we have this lady from Ghana too, Dr. Akar, I don't remember, Dr. Akara something. She was the UN something back then. I know there's voices out there, but these voices are truly voices of liberation of Africa, or just a talk. People like PLO, the Paul Lumumba. He knows all the names of the leaders of Africa who they have been assassinated and overthrown. He knows all these names. He makes noise everywhere he goes. But does he make any difference? No. He speaks fantastic when he speaks. He mentioned all these names, who the African heroes, African leaders who some have been killed, some have been overthrown, by coups. He knows how to mention all these names. But does he have the heart of Africa? When he speaks, you might think this guy is African hero. But I'm not going to go far. Maybe his words is beneficial to us, some of us. But what I'm saying that when it comes to Tanzania and Kenya, the Kenyan people, the Kenyan government, be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you wish for, because your masters have given you a bunch of money. Now you're sitting pretty, gritty, and now you think that you can talk against the Tanzanian people. We all brothers and sisters. We all have family in Tanzania. As I said, we have family in Tanzania, and Tanzanians have family in where I'm coming from. Okay? Okay, guys, be careful there, okay? Okay? Stay put, my friend. Be safe and take care. All right? Goodbye and God bless you. Subscribe, put your comments, give thumbs up. Take care, guys. Be safe, okay?